Well, if you drove over the weekend during the high heat, take a look at your tires.
Well, they could be underinflated because of all that hot weather. Our Monday morning mechanic, David Rogers from Keller Brothers Auto Repair, is with us live to explain why the heat is so hard on tires. Hi, David.
Well, good morning, Tom. Good morning, Natalie. How are you doing?
Good.
You know, you're absolutely right. The problem with heat, and especially with the fluctuating temperatures like we have here in Colorado and so much this year, is that your tire pressure changes when the temperature goes up or down. So when your temperature goes up by just a degree or two, you could actually gain 1 to 5 pounds of pressure in your tire. And with today's tires needing about 35 pounds of pressure average, give or take, that's a lot of pressure change. So let me show you here. I've got one that's been underinflated, and you can kind of see what happens. The tread seems to be fuller here, and it's rounded on the outsides, and it gets bald right here. Well, this one's really dangerous. There's no traction, number one. Number two, you hit water. This is hydroplaning. You're going in the air. And number three, the steel cords are going to start popping through these sides, and now you're talking about a serious safety problem. This tire next to me here, you can kind of see it's the opposite problem. The outside edges look really good, and the tread almost looks new. I mean, you can still see the original siping in it. But here you see how it's all worn down. And this has basically been overinflated to the point where the tire was bulging in the middle, and it just wore that middle piece off. Now, if you were just to walk up to the outside of the vehicle and take a look from the side, you would say, oh, my tires look good, I got tread. And that kind of brings us to the next point I want to make, and that is how to check your tires for safety. If you look along a tire these days, and of course I'm going to make a liar out of myself, here you go. You see a little bar right in between the treads? Hopefully you can see that on camera today, but there's a little bar in there, and it's called a wear bar. And basically you want to see about 2 to 30 seconds of tread, 30 seconds of an inch of tread above that wear bar to be safe. That's your replacement range. Now, if we look over here at these new tires, you can kind of see we've got the same thing going on. We've got great tread going, but we've got these wear bars, and the wear bars are located clear down inside there. You can barely see them because there's so much tire tread here. Some of these tires are designed for all weather today. Most tires are. This is one of the tires I really like. They're called Duelers. I use them on my trucks, and the reason I do is because they give me great traction on wet boat ramps and icy roads. The last thing I want to talk about with tires today is how we take care of them and some of the new technology. Today's tires and wheels actually have a sensor inside. Pardon me while I do some dominoes here. They actually have a sensor inside, and you can see here is your air valve. And inside them they have this tire pressure sensor that is actually reading how much air is inside the tires and reporting that to the vehicle. Now, we suppose that's working most of the time, but being this is the first or second year we've had them out, I wouldn't put all my trust in there. I still like to manually check mine. But the trick is this. These things have to be reset. There's a special tool we have. This thing costs a technician anywhere from $400 to $600. And basically we're able to point it up at the side of the tire like so and go through a cycle and reset this sensor. When you get new tires, this needs to be done. So the days of doing tires at home or having some neighbor do them are pretty well over. Take good care of your tires. Make sure they get inspected frequently. And make sure you're going to an ASE certified technician or a AAA approved repair facility, and you'll be sure to get the right service for your new technically advanced tires.
My wear bars are showing too.
I pulled this one off Tom's car.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time. It took the Monday morning mechanic to tell him.
It's not on my tires. It's on me. Thanks, guys.